Hello and welcome to Off the Beaten Tracks. Today I'm doing count them, Hello and welcome to Off the Beaten Tracks. Today I'm doing count them, five Steves for Steve Carlson. As we all know, Steve had a flood in his basement and lost his collection. I'm going to put the GoFundMe link below this. Very important. I lost my own house in the '94 quake, and I can tell you that insurance companies are not there for you. They're only there for you when you're giving them money, not when you actually are desperate and really need it yourself. So the GoFundMe is down below, and it couldn't be a better cause because Steve couldn't be a better guy. And I also want to thank Chris, the blues guy, who had an auction a couple of days ago on his site, all the money going to Steve, and Chris is even paying for the mailing to us. I was fortunate to get one of the albums, and in Canada that's incredibly expensive. An incredibly generous gesture by the blues guy, Chris. You should check out his channel if you haven't. Wonderful guy, and he's got a big coffee cup. So I'm going to start with one of Elliot Cruz's favorite people. This is Steve Goodman. I've got this one. I've also got this Steve Goodman. So it's really 6 Steves. It's 5 Steves, but 6 albums. Steve Hunter is next. This was one of Bob Ezrin's favorite guitarists. I believe he plays on Rock and Roll Animal and probably Berlin. In fact, Bob Ezrin plays on this album. He plays keyboards. He's got Jim Gordon, the famous drummer who went insane and stabbed his mother to death because she would not stop speaking inside his head, is on this. And Prakash John, who was in Bush with Dominic Toriano and a million other bands. Great lineup on that particular album. This is Steve Kipner and Knock Down the Wall. Knock the Walls Down. Haven't listened to this yet, but Steve was a member of a early 70s band called Tin Tin, and they put in an album called Astral Taxi, which is one of the finest pop albums you'll ever come across. If you like the Bee Gees and that early Bee Gees sound, this Astral Taxi, I think, was even produced by Maurice Gibb. Wonderful album with wonderful songcraft. You cannot go wrong. I'm going to listen to this and find out if he was still putting out that kind of stuff. Going Canadian now, this is Steve Carlson, Gotta Keep Moving. I have not listened to this yet. It looks like a folk album to me. But it's Canadian. How bad could it be? And finally, more Canadian here, more Canadiana. This is Steve Blimke, Chasing Paper Tigers. I warmed up, my band warmed up for Steve Blimke at Larry's Hideaway in Toronto way back in the day. Not a bad guy, not a bad album. His record company were pricks to us, so it's a mixed bag. So there are my 5 Steves. Remember, down below, the GoFundMe link. It's a great cause, and you could do worse than spending $1, $5, $10, whatever you can give, to help Steve recover from this horrendous, unimaginable loss. I can't imagine losing my record collection, and I'm sure you can't either. So a couple of dollars, to buy, you could probably, for a couple of bucks, you could buy a Steve Blimke album. Maybe Steve's into that. I don't know. You could get 5 Steves for $5, in some of these places. So anyway, please give what you can below GoFundMe, and that's it for now.